Hello guys, and welcome to week 9. I am going to turn the camera around in a second, and I'm looking forward to showing you what's been going on this week. The camera. So I had some lovely friends over for a barbecue last night, and they brought me this lovely lemon tree. So you can see already I think there's 3 lemons. There's another one up here. So fantastic. Left it in there beside the orange. We have some nice flowers coming up finally on the strawberries, the peppers. Look in here, so you can see I'm getting some nice peppers, some in there as well. The tomatoes are coming on. There's lots of flowers in there. I've had the door open a lot this week just to let as much insects and bees and whatever else to come in and pollinate. So the cherry tomatoes, they're all coming along there as well. Courgettes. So last week I was speaking about how the fact, you can see how big this courgette is already. It's actually literally growing by the day. Last week I had a problem with the fact that the flower part, it wasn't dropping off, and then it was starting to rot, and it was causing the courgettes to rot at the top, and they were going off. But finally we now have male flowers. So you can see here, this is the male flower and this is the female. The female has the courgette actually behind it, while the male is just standing up a stem. Here's another one. So I've been coming out and hand pollinating in the mornings when they're open, and these courgettes are doing an awful lot better. So I can just show you how quickly things can change in the space of a week. The cucumbers are coming up wonderfully in there. I finally worked out which ones are the gherkins and which ones are the actual cucumbers. So that's a good thing. And in here, look at these. These are aubergine flowers, which I have never seen up until I got this plant. So she's flowering. Again, lovely broad bean or French runner bean flowers. The squash is growing up lovely. I hadn't got enough space for all of the cucumber plants, so I've actually stuck them in here with the grapevine and with the kiwi, because by the time they grow up and I harvest, this is not going to be full by this plant this summer, so it's absolutely fine. Pumpkins, you can see we're getting some nice growth along here. The irrigation unit that I installed, and you would have seen the video, they're all very, very much loving the irrigation. It's really, really handy, and the sweet potato has really taken off. You can see the vine is really starting to grow. These are okra seeds, guys, so you might remember a couple of weeks ago I was trying to get them to grow. They have now, they've taken off, and these are really popular in Brazilian and African cuisine, so I'm looking forward to that. We have a little bit of growth coming up here on the ginger, and the turmeric as well should hopefully start peering through soon. The pineapple, here's my pineapple. So that was one of my first videos. We finally have some roots in this pineapple, so I'm thrilled. This one, no, but who knows, maybe it will come along. I have some sweet corn here that started to come up as well, so I'm thrilled about this. Something nibbling that, it looks like something did nibble it. Whether it was hopefully it was a slug. I am laughing. Look at the one little cranberry that I'm going to have. Obviously, it's a tiny little thing this year. There's loads of flowers on the chilies as well, which is great. So it means in the next week or two, we should start getting some chilies. Still nothing yet to eat from the greenhouses, so we're waiting. The onions and the carrots are flying, so is everything else here. Look at the lovely flowers on the potatoes. So they'll flower, then once the flowers die off, you'll give the potatoes a couple more weeks, and then they'll be good enough to harvest. So I'll probably be harvesting them by the end of this month. So yeah, fingers crossed there's plenty of potatoes underneath all of that. Sweet corn here started to grow up. I will be transplanting the other sweet corn out to here. I'm going to put some leeks in here this week. That's the plan for the week ahead. The peas haven't done amazing, but look, we have some peas. So I will actually be able to harvest them this evening. It'll just be a case of picking them and eating them in the garden. And the runner beans are running up lovely along this as well. So these are mullein, which are a type of herbal plant. If you soak the leaves in alcohol, it makes a tincture, and that tincture is really, really good for coughs or chest infections. It's very often in any sort of natural cough medicine, so that's the plan with these. I have them, they're only in pots at the moment, but I do need to transplant them into something bigger and let them grow up. They grow up into a really quite tall flower. So that is everything this week. I have nothing, apart from to plant the leeks out, I have no real massive jobs required this week except maintenance. As you can see, everything's getting quite full, so it definitely needs more water. Everything is craving water, especially with the heat, and it's just to keep attracting in as many insects into here to fertilise all of the flowers, whether it's the tomatoes, the chilies, the courgettes, the beans, the squash and the pumpkins will start flowering soon, and of course the strawberries. So thankfully I am starting to see more bees and different insects coming in here, so that will benefit all the plants. The cucumbers will grow up this, and yeah, it's all starting to come together. I really do love showing it all off every week. Love getting all your comments and your questions, and to hear what you're growing. So please, as always, do like, do comment, do subscribe, and do let me know what you're growing or what you're going to be doing in your garden or your allotment or your greenhouse this week. So have a lovely week, and talk to you soon.